Yo, what is up, guys? It's Darius, your friendly neighborhood fisherman, and today we will be tying a crappie jig. Now, I came up with the idea to do this video when I was at Bass Pro Shops, and I just bought a whole bunch of crappie stuff because this year I want to catch crappie. That's what I really want to catch. I want to catch a whole bunch of crappie because crappie are fun, they taste good. So, I'll show you what I got from Bass Pro Shop here real quick. So first thing I got was this little 4.3 liter bait bucket, which was about $3.50, and I got this glow-in-the-dark slip bobber so I can fish for them at night. I think it's from Lucky Jack. Lucky Jack, I think that's the brand. And I also got 3 jars. Oh, table's shaking, camera. There we go. I also got 3 jars of Berkley Power Bait crappie nibbles, which you can just tip your hook with. Extra scent, tractant for the crappie, or panfish, or whatever you're going after. And next I got, shaking again, three packs of jig heads. I got these Bass Pro Shop Eagle Claw 1/4 ounce jig heads, and these there's 2 packs of hooks in here. 1/8 ounce crappie jigs by Bass Pro Shops called Crappie Max. Got a different bend to the hook. I think that's to set the hook and hold them better. And I also got the same style of hook, but 1/16 ounce with a little weedless, make a little thing to make them weedless. Next I got this caddy rig and caddy from Bass Pro Shops. So this is just where you wrap your pre-made rigs on there, and on here you can see that I put my 2 sabiki rigs on, and sabiki rigs are just, I think these are 5-foot strips of line, and off of them are tied hooks. I think 5 hooks on this. So yeah, vertical jig that for any type of fish. Next I got 3 spools of line. These 2 for crappie, both 4-pound, the Stren Magnethin and Stren Original. And then we got some Bass Pro Shops Extreme Performance Series Hyper Braid in 30-pound in color green. That's for my bait caster right there. Need a new line, make it run and cast smoother. I also got this popper, shad imitation popper. I was on sale, so I love poppers, so I just grabbed it. And I also got a jitterbug, which is a topwater lure. Hoping to catch a lot of fish with that this year. So now we get into the soft plastics. We've got these little shad, little minnow baby. These are called the Bass Pro Shops Crappie Max Baby Shad, and the color is Ice Out, which is just a little chartreuse. Also, the baby shad, I got the Electric Chicken, which I know these are pretty popular down in Florida for speckled trout, which is saltwater, this color. Yeah, and I also got by Crappie Max white little tubes, pearl color. And I also got Trout Magnet Neon Kit, which it comes with 1/64 ounce jig heads and assortment of colors of trap magnets. And the YouTuber I watch and that inspired me to make my YouTube channel, Extreme Philly Fishing, uses trout magnets a lot, and when I saw this kit, I was like, I've got to get this. So, a couple bucks, I think about 5 or 6. All these baits, couldn't resist it, and that is all I got. So, set this aside and let's get into the video. Start tying some flies, or not flies. Let's tie a jig. So I'm gonna start with the Mr. Crappie by Strike King, green 1/16 ounce jig head. Put that onto my vise here, and you always start by dressing your hook, which is just wrapping it around. I'm gonna be using the 6/0 black thread. Does not have to be neat whatsoever with just dressing the hook. This is just to put down a layer or base of something that you tie your body and tail to. Ooh, shaking. This is not really sturdy, but it's the only thing I got, so that's what I'm going to be doing it on. So after you've got your hook dressed, you're going to tie in your tail, which for your tail you can either use marabou, which is just feathers, or you can use what I'm using, which is craft fur, which I know people use this a lot for like bucktail jigs if they want to use, if they don't have any bucktail. But yeah, it's just synthetic fur. Gives a pretty good action. Good for bass or bass lures or bass flies. So what you really want to do is just grab a nice pinch of it. Grab that and cut it off. Got this. You can just, I like grabbing it right there at the tip, making sure everything's there and make sure I have enough. Just put it on there, looking for size and stuff, and then I'll pinch it on the other end where you've got this nice, where you cut it off, that I just like laid down right against the end of the hook. Just wrap your thread around, just cinching it down. And since I want this to be pretty thick, I'm actually not going to cut this off, and I'm just gonna keep wrapping around till lay it down and just wrap around, and this will make your body thicker, and so then you won't have to use so much chenille, which is what we'll be using for the body. So once you've got that kind of laid down, I didn't need to make it too neat because your chenille will be going right over that. And this is my chenille that I'm going to be using, black with some sparkle already in it. So just hold that against the shank of the hook and wrap around, tie it down, and then just bring your thread up front. So just wrap it up right behind the jig head, and then you just wrap your chenille around the body, lay it right down in front of the previous wrap. Nice and neat. This is where you want to be neat and make sure everything's even. So as of now, my first planned fishing trip is I'm going to be fly fishing sometime in March. So I'm going to be going after some trout that are pretty finicky and really smart. So it's a nice challenge. Hopefully I can catch some, make a great video, post it up for you guys. So once you have tied that off, just wrapping around back and forth a little bit, you're ready to finish up your jig. And you can either do the 2-finger method of a little whip finish, or half hitch, that's what it's called. Or if you have the whip finishing tool, which I love, it's super easy. Just take that, if you guys know how to use that. Just wrap it around, just like you would finish any other fly. Any fly, jig thing you're making. I like to just do 2 whip finishes. Cinch that down, and you can cut off your thread and finish it up to make sure it holds down. You can use head cement, which is just fancy brand of nail polish. Nail polish works just as well, if not better. Adds a little bit of flash and clear flash to it. Just lay on some nail polish. There you go. And now we'll attend to the tail, which is looking pretty messy, which kind of supposed to. But I would say this tail is a little too big, so I always like the tail to be about a half, or about the same length of your hook shank, which that is way farther. So you can just hold that a little bit back a little bit, and just take scissors and cut it. And there you have it. Crappie jig. Trying to get this to focus. Not really working, but yeah. Gonna be catching some fish on those from that this year. So yeah, that's gonna do it for today's video. And go check out Extreme Philly Fishing, my inspiration for YouTube, and a great multi-species angler, informational. You'll learn a lot from him. Go check out Lucky Tackle Box. That's a great subscription service to get panfish lures, any type of fishing you do. They've got something for it. So, me to you, tight lines, and peace.